Yo, what's up, guys? Back in for another video. This is part 3 of the Rustler build. So, I got some parts. That. And what else? There was this one other thing. And I got those too. But, where the heck did I stick that? That's alright. Anyways, so here it is. This thing's turning out to be like a more pink than green rustler. So, maybe I'll end up making it all pink. So anyways, we're gonna put this 272R Magnum transmission in, and we're going to put these front arms in here just so that it has all pink ones. And yep, probably button up the electrics here too, because I have that transmission. So that is that. A couple other little doodads here we can throw on there, and yep, there's one there. And that's that. Receiver. So we'll save that for a little bit. Yeah. All right. And do a little unboxing here real quick. Get this transmission and these parts out, or these arms out. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here and checking it out. So sorry that you're getting a far out view today. I am having problems with my phone today. Seems to be that my zoom camera is blurry as all get out. So that would be why we're zoomed out today. So that's something I'm going to correct later on today. Yeah, right after my appointment. Yeah, this thing looks absolutely awesome. It's going to be an easy changeover. I don't even need the instructions, because literally I'm taking everything off of one thing and putting it onto the other. So, alright, we'll wait to do the arms. That is a sway bar Jabe, which I may put on. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's go with some disassembly here. I'm all reaching for my old system of keeping my tools. So I got me one of these little MIP pocket tool kits. Very handy, and it's likely what I'm going to use as my field kit. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I'm going to end up with that one though. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to try to make a smaller version of my bash box so that I can take it when I go out to do a speed run. Yeah. Or if I go do any bashing for that matter. I don't know what this person did to this chassis, but there's like red something or other inside of the bore, and I'm not quite sure what it is. It doesn't look like thread lock, that's for sure. Alright. put the whole front aside. So that's not bad. That's pretty cool. That's a one-piece unit. Man, right, do I really need to take off the tires so I can reach? Rude. Yeah, I'm confused. Because I'm used to reaching up here, grabbing my little pack of bits, and now I'm using that awesome new case. So I'm dialed in for that. That, and I got me some of these speed tip nut drivers, and that is ultra helpful. I tell you what, they're not as long. I like my longer ones, which I have them. They're in my box, but it's a much different different feeling. These bits here are superior to the long ones that I have. It's because they're not MIP brand. Those ones are, obviously, but yeah, much different. All right. So I should be able to just take off some of this as kind of like a group. And I'm going to use my hand tool for that one. And it shouldn't take very long to outfit the new transmission with the other parts. Yeah, quite a bit of removal, but that makes sense. You know, I'm replacing a core part. There it is, hiding. Of this truck. No, that's not the one I wanted. That is the one. Yeah, I do believe I have the ball nose speed tips on the way. If not, I'm gonna order some because that would be rather handy to have around. That was a really long one. Is that plastic? Yeah, it is. I need to get the metal one of those. There we go. Yeah. Super easy. Just, you gotta remove just the right things to get this almost there. Almost free. Yeah, this is kind of a big upgrade for this truck. It's definitely going to change its attitude. When I get around to it, I'll replace the pins and whatnot. See? Not so bad. Yeah, this is going to be a scootin' RC, that's for sure. Yep, I'm already like trying to do a little bit of math in my head on how much weight I'm going to have to put in the front to keep the nose down. Oh, not like that. Like that. Yeah. See, I'm already having an issue with my dyslexia this morning. It's less of a problem as I get through my day, but whenever I'm dealing with mechanic stuff, like, orientation just kind of goes out the window for me, at least in my mind, you know? It's like, I know what I'm looking at, and that's it. You know, I don't need to think about it any further. Is this part, and it doesn't matter in which orientation it is to me, I know that it's still that part at the end of the day. So upside down, inside out, it don't matter. It's still, oh hey, that is a 272R Magnum Traxxas transmission. All day long. Forever and ever. And that's just kind of how my mind works. Why are you giving me, oh, that's why you're giving me trouble. I should have connected that first. Order of operation, as always, too. I think what it is I'm just not quite awake yet, and I need another cup of coffee before I start doing mechanic work of any kind. Yeah, I'm doing it again to myself. I'm like dyslexic again. I mean, dyslexic, and that was a joke at this point, because I think I'm trying to talk more than I am trying to work on this. Yep. There we go. A little bit better. not quite awake yet, I don't think. It's not horribly early, but it's early enough. Yeah. Maybe some breakfast too. I typically don't do anything, I don't eat anything until as early as lunchtime. Coffee in the morning, and that's it. I just don't feel like eating nothing. How much of this do I gotta take off to make that fit? Just that. Yep, don't need that. And okay, that means that's gotta go. Rear end's going to be super solid. That's for sure. Yeah. Come on. So that goes there, and that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. And does that not even touch? It goes up higher, and oh, it doesn't interfere, does it? Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll take that off too. so weird. Yep, no instructions. Or rather, I thought I didn't need to use the instructions. That probably needs to be a short one. Maybe not even installed at all. I don't know. I'll install this and then I'll figure out what I have to put in that I did not put in. That's definitely not on the same plane. It's so weird. I probably can't use this RPM part is what it is. And that will fix the problem. Yep, do that and we'll go back to the Traxxas part and I bet you it works. Oh, did it again to myself. I'm just batting 1,000 today. All right, now I'm not gonna have much of a problem. I got one in there. Much better. Well, I think that's it. Other than massaging it a little bit. Yeah, something looks a little funny here, so I'm gonna have to put it back together, obviously, and figure it out. All right, put this motor in here. Well, I'm gonna have to find me a pinion for this thing too. Yeah, I need a couple of screws to hold the motor in place too. Imagine that. Let's see here. We got one. Where's your friend? There you are. Two. Nope, you guys are not friends. You guys are cousins. Yeah, I got so many different types in here. Thread size was the same, but the head was not the same. Yeah, I'm good now. Let's see about opinion real quick. Because everyone's got a opinion, or an opinion. Yeah, RC jokes. Everybody's got them. But no one can deliver them real well. Okay. So, looks like I have a 19. And another 19. 20, 22, what is that? That is probably 19 or an 18. That's 08 mod, and that is also 08 mod. So I guess I'm gonna, no, I don't want a, oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, we'll start with the big one, I guess. I was worried that this was gonna chew up this, but it's aluminum, so not like that's gonna save it or anything, but it'll be a little bit nicer on the spur. put it on the inside also. That's rude. Wanted easier access. Okay, let's do a little bit of mesh work here. I need to find me a little strip of paper. Oh, here's the one that I've been using. Yeah, kind of a silly way to set your mesh, but better than some ways. Even that seems too tight. Using the paper. That seems okay. And now it's too tight. Yep, that same thing happens. This is why mesh is such a rude thing. At least for me. Yeah. I'm going to use a different piece of paper. Because when I tighten down either one of the screws, it makes the mesh too tight. Actually, me pushing it all the way out almost seems like it's good. I definitely don't like setting the mesh by eye. Boy, as soon as I tighten that up, same trick. It's like, it's fine if I leave it loose, which is not fine. And then as soon as I tighten up one of them, it ruins the mesh. Maybe not that time. Yeah, I held that in place. This is not something I want to move. I'll take that. What a weird thing. All right, motor successfully mounted. Back. do anything else back here? No. Oh, maybe one more screw since it's not there. Is that going to be long enough? No, I need to use that one. Yes. I need one up there too. Is that it? Did I put all of them back? Looks like I got one more that I can put in there. And that was for the cover. So I will do that real quick. Honestly, I'd rather run it without a cover on, only so I can have access to change things. Are you kidding me? What are you getting hung up on? Oh, there we go. Didn't even need to do that. Alright. That's probably a long one. You know it. Yeah, pink and green. Well, pink and a little bit of green slash, or rustler. Rustler. And this is for a wheelie bar, but yeah, I have a wheelie bar built in. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to use that somewhere else. Okay, so I need 4 of those and 2 of those that are not Phillips. And I'm pretty sure I have those. Two. 4 of them puppies. Do I even have 4? I got longer ones, but I don't want longer ones. I got 1. No way do I just have 1. That's a little better. I got 3. How is it that I only have 3? Where's the other one hanging out? Sure, right there. Now I'm good. Yeah, running out of screws, fellas. Yeah, it's like the same old, it's the same trick with a different pony, you know. You know, like having all sorts of spare parts, but not having the spare part that you need. And you got to go to the store for it. Yeah, this is the case with my screws. It's like I have tons of screws, but not enough of the ones that I'm actually needing. And that's kind of nasty. Let's not put it back. Gross. Really need to have like a little toothbrush in here too, so I can get in there and clean. But good enough. This is a used truck anyways. It's just getting some new life. Like, I'm notorious for losing that clip. Right. Yeah, good, I found it. This is not something I want to step on in my bare feet, since that's typically how I do my work on my RC cars, is in my bare feet. Alright, not that one, not that one, not that one. Yeah, obviously I mixed my parts up here a little bit. There we go. Wrong pile. Whoa, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, maybe so you should put the wheels back on, huh? That'll be helpful. Give me that new one. There we go. That's not the right size though. The 7. Yep. There we go. This is a little monster right here, or it's about to be. Oh, that's rude. My wire got right there. That's no good. So, yeah, the insulation for the wire got cut somehow. Or it broke. Rude. I guess I'll put a little bit of tape around it, or I probably should put some heat shrink over it. That'd probably be the best. Yeah, I'll do that later. I know it's there. I'm not going to run this until I do. You know, at least not outside in the wet. If I'm going to run it, it'll be on the bench first. Oh, this is gonna be a tidy little monster. No doubt about it. That sounds just fine. Honestly, it's one of those things I probably did not need to replace. Electrics. That needs a plug. And definitely need to fix the shocks. It's not what they need to be. I'm gonna end up having to change all this stuff anyways. Once I go to, there's bench tuning, and then there is tuning after the shakedown. And once that happens, you've done your shakedown tuning, then you can go and start doing your next level of tuning, whether it be for the track or for the road or the grass or whatever other stuff. Yeah, whatever other surface you want to run your vehicle on. You know, there's going to have to be some tuning for it. Yeah, I think the front end's pretty much done, except for adding a little bit of weight. Well, that was the only thing that I can think of this will need for the front. The rear will need adjustment also. And if I can get the weight bias correct, I will probably take off the wheelie bar in the rear. I may leave the bumper just as added protection. But if I'm going to make this thing fast, and that's all it's going to do, you know, like a drag type of car, I will remove the front bumper also. Because if it doesn't have any weight, or if the weight bias is correct, the front end will not come up. Will not. It'll be all squirrely all over the road if you don't have some other things set, but yeah. Should be just fine. Another little aluminum touch here. These wheel hexes that you cannot see unless you absolutely are searching for them. Yeah, I love using aluminum parts, but only in certain situations. If it helps performance, absolutely. But if, you know, it all depends on what kind of performance you're trying for. Do you want it more durable? Yeah, use metal. Do you want it lighter? Maybe use metal. You know, because there are some things that are lighter than metal that work just as well because of the application. And this is where our good old friend engineering comes into play a lot. Okay, so that is pretty much it as far as the major stuff. Like, the only thing I need to do now is do a solder connection and it's tape after that for this guy here. And boy, what kind of connector do I want to put on it? I think I'm just going to go easy and just use one of these ones here. It's like almost no effort to do it too. It's 2 connections, and that is that. There's that. I really need to have my solder station set up much differently. Because I have some things put away and other things not. While that's heating up, I'm going to clean up a little bit. Yep, a few different gearing options here. I'll play around with it, see what I can do. Right now I'm just leaving what it came with on there. And then, you know, the 272. Alright, a little bit of soldering. This is super easy. Best thing you can do for soldering is just make sure that your iron is hot. And clean tip. Quality solder. You'll be happy that you used quality solder. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep, just a little bit of tinning first. Don't take much. Don't forget to do this step right here. You take your little plastic part and put it on your leads first. There's been many a times I forgot to put that on there and then, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Lame. Yeah, don't hook it up backwards either. You'd be sorry. I wouldn't know firsthand, but, you know, YouTube. Yeah, super hot. Now I'm going to use I should have been using my helping hands, but a pair of pliers is pretty good too. I used it only to show a different example. Granted that I didn't mention that, but Just couldn't hold it there. It was really hot. I think I have my soldering iron set to the hottest setting so that it works. Yeah, not my best work, but it ain't going nowhere. And I'm gonna tidy up a little bit here because I'm just like that. That's much better. Yep, I'm finicky about my soldering these days. I look at some of my older stuff that works just fine, but it's ugly as sin. Soldering's one of those things you got to do on the regular, otherwise you're not going to be quite as good as like when you're up to date with your skill. Not bad. I'll take that versus what I just had, which it looked like ass, and this does not look like ass. It's just, it looked a little sloppy, but I'm much more confident with my work at that point. Honestly, a lot of things are not being done with solder anymore. It's all a different connection method than solder. It's like a hard line clip, or the interface is just far more solid. It really is far more solid. Okay, that is that. Now we can mount this thing in here, and obviously the battery is going to go in the center. That. It's not bad. But I gotta meet them motor wires also. I think I already kind of discussed this in the last one. Like if I hang it out over the edge, I'm good. But if I put it up to the front where I would prefer, it's just not long enough. I mean, like, I can make it work, but do I really want to have my wires stretched out like that and then have all that stress be put on it? I don't think so. Not one iota do I want that. Okay, so let's get this plugged in and then I'll mount it up. Alright, so that is okay. Too easy, too easy. Boy, I almost feel like I need to just mount it right to the shock tower. That'd be kind of weird, right? You know, just like that. Maybe worth a curly cue with this right here. That's not bad. I think I like that. I'll take that. But how am I gonna make it stay? Well, one way I can do it. I need 2 screws. Okay, so yeah, that's not bad. It's moving around in there, but I can make it not move around in there real easy. Yeah, it's just that those two are offset. Who knows? Yeah, I kind of like it like that too. That's not bad. Maybe with my wire curled a different way though. Yeah, I think I'll go with that and use a zip tie. That's viable and it doesn't require a whole lot and it will be very secure. Maybe 2 zip ties. Let's see. need to go the opposite direction even from that. Okay, I guess that's not bad. It's not quite what I pictured, but I'm game. It's solid. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Plenty of room to put the battery and all the rest of the stuff. Boy, even the switch reaches. That's kind of funny. I'm not going to put it there, but yeah, that's not bad at all. I gotta find a better spot for it. I'm not going to worry about that right now. That'll be the last thing that I'll do is probably mount that. About time to order some more VHB. I didn't ever think I was gonna go through all of this, honestly. I thought, oh, I'm never gonna need that much. Wrong. Well, I also didn't start off with 100 RC cars either. Honestly, I don't know how many I have. It's more than 100 now. Yep. At least I'm no Kevin Talbot. Yep. Kev's cool. He's got a lot of cool shit, and he's got a lot of cool contests, or rather, raffles. You know. It's a draw to his channel. That's all it is. You spend money to make money, right? Well, must not be that expensive to do a raffle. And this thing right here is going to be temporary because I need to put a box in here to house all the electronics. Because this is not, it's not waterproof. And it also didn't stick to the VHB. It's probably because this is a one out of a different truck. If it were out of a package, it would be super clean and not an issue. And I do not have a tube for that. That's another thing I need. One of those nice things to have, but you don't have to have it. Okay, and this is the throttle, which is the second one. I thought I threw that over there. It stuck to me. Scary. Yep, that's just not sticking. That's all right. Gone! Just tells me I need to put it in a different spot, which I think I figured out where I want it. There's room right back here. But I'm going to have to push that little button too, so forget that. different method real fast. And I mean real fast. Yep, real fast and real dumb. Yep, super fast. I don't even know why I'm trying to like massage this wire into place. I'm gonna end up having to put all of it in a box anyway, so. Yep, I do like a clean looking, tidy wire harness, that's for sure. I don't like having my wires all over the place. Got batteries in here. Okay. Yep, we're about to start this up. Right, did I connect it already? Yeah, I did. Never fails. Like, every time I turn one of these things on, I have to take the servo arm off. You know, even if I zero out the servo with my my servo tester, every time I turn one of these things on, it cranks it all one direction for some reason. It torques me off. Then I have to go back in and fix it. pain. Straighten it out and then try to get it to go back up. No. Alright, let's not mess with the steering and let's see if I got nothing. Right. Oh, how do I do it? I forget. That tells me that the mesh is probably too tight. Yeah, rude. Alright, so I'm going to leave that for now, and we're going to call this part 3, and it runs. And I'll straighten out the rest of it later and give you another. I'll give you another video. I'm just done. I'm at my end for right now. Not to mention I have other things to do today too. So sorry to cut this one short there, fellas, but it's long enough as is. So yeah, that's part 3 of the 2-wheel drive rustler. Thanks for swinging in. We will see you on the next one.